Okay, here we go. Setting up, I need a pen. Setting up for my February video. I made a video in January filling out January's planner, and now I'm gonna make one filling out for February. So we'll review of what I did in January and see how well I accomplished it. And then we'll fill out February. For anybody who's been watching this from the get-go, I appreciate you doing that. You all are awesome. So, okay, publish IGCC. I did do that. In fact, it launches tomorrow, so that's a huge, big deal for anybody watching. Got my new novel, If Ghosts Could Cry, published, and is going to be available on Amazon tomorrow, so that's pretty awesome. Design the If Ghosts Could Cry cover. I hit that one as well. That's another accomplishment. I couldn't really release the book without designing the cover, so awesome sauce there. Hit the gym. I'm gonna leave that one as uncompleted because, like, even though I've been getting more active and doing stuff, I wouldn't define what I'm doing as hitting the gym. I skipped one of doing an event for If Ghosts Could Cry's launch. I will probably rent out a billboard here very soon, but I also intend to actually host like a local sit-down event. I have not done that yet, so can't check that one off either. Morning workout / stretches. I have been doing those, pretty good about doing those. Haven't been as on the ball as I'd like to be, but I've at least started the process, so I'm going to call that a pretty big accomplishment. I'm going to move the viewfinder on my camera, my new camera, so I can kind of see what I'm looking at here. All right, yeah, the book is very much so not close to the camera. All right, let's see, buy investment property. I have not done that yet, so that's another big thing that I need to do that I haven't done. Amazon ads, did not do that. Instagram ads, did not do that. Sugar-free Gatorade, have not done that either. So obviously got some work to do here. Of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the 9 goals I set for myself in the month of January, I accomplished 1, 2, 3 of them. So not great odds. I did 1/3 of them, but that is okay because we have February here coming up. And so I'm going to do a compare and contrast here. Leftover events from January that need to move to February. Do an event for the IGCC launch, If Ghosts Could Cry. Hopefully get that knocked out in February. I'm also going to add the billboard thing to it. Billboard. IGCC. It's best practice, as I said this last time, it's best practice to try and give yourself accomplishable goals to reach for the coming months. That way you feel like you're doing something. It doesn't feel great to only accomplish 3 of your 9 goals every time. So try and load yourself up with accomplishable things. Let's see here. Hit the gym. That didn't make it last time. Maybe it'll make it this time. I just need to do it. Like, I was doing pretty good at it, and then I fell off the wagon. That's always what happens. Buy investment property. I'm still not convinced that that's going to happen next month, but I'm going to keep it on there to keep my mind fresh. Work with, what do I call this guy? Financial planner. I don't know how well you guys can read what I'm writing because the audio bar on the viewfinder is literally right on top of the writing. But I talked to a financial planner today. I plan to meet with him sometime mid-February, see what he has to offer, see if he's got something that he can do to help build me into a better place financially. We'll see where that goes. Whether or not I choose to work with him, I'll consider that a completed step because it's at least an avenue that I have then tried to pursue, which puts me further along than I have been. Let's see, Amazon ads. I am going to attack Amazon ads pretty ferociously now that If Ghosts Could Cry is actually on the market. I couldn't have done that without If Ghosts Could. Wow, I don't know if you could hear that or not, but that was embarrassing. Anyway, I could not have done that until If Ghosts Could Cry gets on the market anyway. So I kind of set myself up for failure on that one. Insta ads. I intend to actually do these now. It was kind of pointless for me to give myself all these financial goals for this month when I was going so long in between pay periods that it was kind of silly to try and plan to spend a whole bunch of money on silly things. So hopefully now I can get some of that taken care of. I do still feel like I should try and get into sugar-free Gatorade. And then let's try and think of some other goals that I can put for myself. Musical painting. I have this artist friend from high school who does these awesome musical paintings that you can see on my kitchen wall here in one of the viewpoints. Not the new camera, but the old camera can kind of see them. I really enjoy her work. She does some great work. And so I have her doing these still images from different musicians that I really enjoy. I historically got these paintings matted, and I think moving forward I'm not going to have them matted anymore because it feels like a giant waste of space. So at any rate, I'm going to hit her up and be like, yo, you good for another one or what? Let's see, musical paintings. What is another thing that I am looking to do? Maybe record a song between my birthday song and just any other song that's kind of hitting my radar these months. That could be something that I could get taken care of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That gives me 10 goals to look at in February. I think I'm going to leave it there. And let's go ahead and start filling out the day by day plan. Monday, just kind of like what we did last time, trying for morning workout and then an upper body lift, and then let's see what else. In my brother Kanan, I made significant progress on my brother Kanan. Maybe that's something to put on here. Let's see, where is it at? Finish editing MBK. All right, we'll see what happens there. So my brother Kanan, morning workout, upper body workout, IGCC, audiobook. I have gotten so much attention for audiobooks. I really need to buckle down and get those recorded, stop playing games with those. What else was I trying to do? Morning workout, upper body, Instagram reel, Insta reel. So about the same goals that I set for myself last go around, but that's okay. Consistency is key. Morning workout, and then lower body lift on Tuesdays. Still working my brother Kanan. Still doing an IGCC chapter, if at all possible, and an Insta reel. This Wednesdays are where it's going to get fancy, fam. So on Wednesday, I'm going to take a rest day from the workout. I'm going to leave MBK on there. I'm going to do an Amazon ad for If Ghosts Could Cry, and then I'm going to do an Insta ad for general being noticediness. I might do a YouTube ad too, like that might help me get noticed. But I've heard from a lot of people that YouTube ads are not very effective in the way that they're formatted. A lot of people purposely avoid them. Like, how many times have you been shown an ad on YouTube and been like, oh my gosh, I need to go and explore that person's page? It doesn't happen very often, I'm sure. Let's see, Thursdays. So Thursdays, we're going back to the morning workout. And then we're going to do a full body lift. And then MBK, IGCC, audio book, and an Insta reel. All right, Friday morning workout, no lift. My brother Kanan, If Ghosts Could Cry, audio book, Insta reel. All right, Saturday. I'm still fasting, and I accomplish that every Saturday, even though I did not mark it off as I probably should. Do some sort of cardio / running. I did not do that very well at all. My brother Kanan, I was pretty good about doing that on Saturdays and Sundays. We're going to say record Insta, because I do most of my Insta recording on the weekends. IGCC audio book. All right, and then we're gonna fast on Sunday, cardio, run day, my brother Kanan, record Insta. My handwriting is slowly but surely turning into mush. But yeah, so that's what we've got going on here. My day-to-day schedule has not changed all that much from January to February. February is obviously a shorter month, and so hopefully I can get a lot of good stuff taken care of in the month of January. Really hoping that I can spend some money in a progressive way and also kind of get my finances back in a level set, because I was having a pretty rough go at things this month. It was not fun. So tomorrow when I wake up, the first thing I'm going to do is check my bank account and be like, oh, thank Lord that I got paid, because if I didn't, I would be sitting not so pretty. And so hopefully I can use that, propel myself into some better, stronger decisions, better, stronger positions. And I wrote IGCC chapter on last Tuesday, but it's the audiobook that I need. I'm done writing that book. But at any rate, and then every Wednesday, I'm gonna run a new ad campaign. So I should really probably budget for that, figure out how much I am planning to spend on these ad campaigns, and then put that into my expected payments for the month because I did budget. I budgeted through May because May is my first vacation for the year, and so I like to be able to splurge in May. Really hoping that I can have the content finished in May as well. So we'll see how that works for you guys if I get the content finished. I'm starting to, as I said before, fall into writing in uglier handwriting, which I really wanted to keep my handwriting clean in this book, but I mean, I eventually am just going to write stuff down, and that's just the reality of the fact that I'm trying to write all this stuff down. And it's kind of like a commonplace notebook. I talked about those before, but like this is kind of my commonplace notebook, but not really because it's just a planner. But if I wanted to keep like quotes and stuff in here, I most certainly could, which is something like there's so many unused pages in here that I only just now realize exist. And so it's like I want to write down impactful things that are happening to me each month. And so like this will not only be my planner, but it'll also be my commonplace book, and it will also be my journal for the year. And so like I started watching The Good Doctor sometime last month, or this month technically, but I did not foresee that show being as impactful on me as it has been. And so I wrote it in the notes as like something to note, like this is when you started watching The Good Doctor. And then I decided that it would be a wise decision to keep doing that. So it's fun to see how this project kind of evolves as I do more and more with it. And like I said, I keep it on my dinner table and I keep it open to the current calendar week so that I can mark off things as I do them. I'm getting thirsty, so I'm going to go get myself a drink real quick, but so I can mark off things as I do them. And that has done wonders at keeping me on track. All right. Good old sugar-filled Gatorade. I'm going to turn off my oven because I have no need for it to be on. It's 9 o'clock now, and I'm not going to be baking anything. I have a bad tendency of leaving that sucker on. All right. Let's see what we got now. Monday. Monday the 12th. Morning workout. Upper body lift. If I recorded an audiobook chapter half as often as I'm telling myself I should here, If Ghosts Could Cry would be done by now, and I could do a simultaneous launch. That, of course, is very optimistic, especially with the amount of work that goes into recording an audio book. And so like what I could do with all of this time is record one day, edit the next, record one day, edit the next, record one day, edit the next, so on and so forth until I reach substantial completion, and then I can get that baby uploaded. And so that might be a better strategy to adopt going into this next month. And because like right now when I say record when I say record an audiobook, I'm thinking of it in the sense of recording the whole thing right then and there and then editing it. And that's maybe a bit too much work. And like I said, it probably would be more feasible if I asked myself to record one day, edit the next, record one day, edit the next, so on and so forth. So hopefully I can get that going and get the audiobook out. And I might see about doing like radio advertisements for it. That would be cool. Maybe even like hosting it on a radio. I wonder if there's a local station that does audiobook stuff. See, I am coming up with all sorts of neato ideas that I have not thought about until I'm sitting here talking to you. And so let's try that. I'm going to put that on here so that the idea lives on indefinitely. Let's see. Audio book radio ad. See how that goes. All right, Friday. Friday, Friday, gotta get down on a Friday. And then of course, like I have all these tasks that I'm giving myself, and I still have to find time to watch The Good Doctor, which the episodes are like 45 minutes long. They feel significantly longer, especially because you get sucked into it, and like I can very easily knock out a couple of episodes, and then the next thing I know, I've been watching TV for hours upon hours, and that doesn't feel like a particularly productive way to spend my day. I will probably end up getting most of my TV watching time in on Fridays. Friday nights seems like a good night for watching TV. And then I will just kind of go from there, keep the weekends pumping, and see what's going on there. I just thought of another thing that I can put for February. February is just booming right now with things. All right, so let's say we're going to square away. We're going to square up the monies and then pay off water. My goal is to pay my bills for the year in advance, and I was hoping to get most of that knocked out here in February, but that may not actually happen. All right, so this is the last page of February, because February technically ends on the 29th. So they don't participate in half days in this. Well, they do. It falls in March, so you'd have to get to March and then start. Oh, I've turned way far into March. What in the world? Oh, that's because it's February. Yeah, I'm an idiot. All right. Anyway, going back to what we were doing. Like I said, most of these days are the same, and that's okay because repetition builds habits. And right now, I don't even have good habits built. So we all got to start somewhere. And hopefully, when I'm talking to you guys this time next month, I can be like, ooh, I've got some mad habits built. I'm doing some awesome work. You guys are going to be so proud of me when you see all the stuff that I set out to accomplish and all the stuff that I did accomplish. I was talking to my financial planner today, and he was asking what I used to document my spending habits, and I told him that I use a notebook, and he thought I was just weird. I don't know if he thought I was weird, but he definitely gave me a response for that one. And he's like, "Are you opposed to using like technology?" I was like, "No, I'm not a technophobe. I don't even know if that's the word for it, but it sounds like it should be. I just like writing things down. I feel like I comprehend them a lot better when I do. And so hopefully um, I can continue doing that and I can continue reaping the rewards for it. So we will see. Only time will tell if there is rewards to have been reaped from all of the work that I am doing. And my handwriting is slowly but surely becoming worse the more that I fill out. I want to see about going to see Hozier in concert. I really like his music, and I've always really liked his music, but I feel like I just recently like came to the realization that I really liked his music. His really major hit, "Take Me to Church," really hits home for me. That song is one of those songs that means something. And now it's old enough to where when I hear it, it takes me back to a time. And so, as I've been listening to it, it's inspired me to listen to more of his stuff. So I recently went out and bought his second album, and there's a song on there called "Nina Cried Power" that I really, really enjoy that song as well. That song hits me and like lifts my spirits and is incredible. And so then I went out and I bought his most recent album that just came out this year, and it was a good album as well. And I was like, you know what? Next time this guy goes on tour, I'm gonna go see him. And of course, he's on tour right now because he just released an album, which only makes sense. But all of his tickets have been bought, and so I have to go through resale sites to buy his tickets. And these people are like charging $1,600 to see him in like decent seats. And it's really frustrating. It's like I hate this resale culture that we live in, and like everybody's trying to make a dollar, so they'll go and buy all these tickets, and then the people who actually want to see the show have to spend a stupid amount of money to see it. And it's just really frustrating. Like, it's enough to make me not want to go. And it's unfortunate because I love music as much as I do, and I love going to live music events. And any more in the modern age, in the modern industry, that's the best way to support the musicians you like, because most of them don't even give you albums to try and what's the word I'm looking for? Most of them don't even like give you albums to buy anymore because making physical media costs money, and it doesn't make enough money to warrant the cost. And then they don't get paid through internet radio. It's one of the big reasons why I revolt against it. And so then from there, you're stuck with concerts and stuff, which is kind of lame too, because that's not a life worth living. Like, I hate that we're forcing our musicians to live these kind of lesser lives because that's the only way they can get paid for their work. And then on top of all of that, the people who are buying their tickets are just scalping them and overcharging their own fans for the tickets. And it's just a really toxic and lame environment that is way too money driven. And maybe that's a video for another day. But I have filled out my planner for the month of February. February starts tomorrow or today when you're watching this. If you're watching this the day of, that is. And we're going to make it a good one. We're going to always continue to make it a good one. And I hope you guys are doing well with your goals. And I hope that 2024 is half as successful for you as it has been for me so far. And until next time, you guys have a wonderful and fabulous February. Uy.